Well, at another one, I picked a lady, a really go lady who wanted to lure me into immorality. I got to her house, very big house. She said I should come down, that what is 300 naira, that I will make you inside Abuja. Good day, friends. I am back because the avalanche of goodness that God extended to me, I need to let you know, and to let you know that God is so good and is following us step by step. About 5 or 6 months after I settled in my house, I had to bring in my family all the way from Kaduna. My wife, 4 boys, and an adopted girl. The girl was a niece to my wife. We took her on from age 6, and so from Lagos, and so she was with us. Now, after the Nigerian Education Bank was defuncted and we were paid off, we were still in that big house. The security guards were gone, and all other domestic staff. And so, because we could not pay them and there was no office to pay them, so we had to take only one guard that we could pay. Gardener was an ad hoc kind of thing. However, things were not so smooth because my wife had retired, so to say, from Federal Government Bank in Kaduna. So she came to Abuja thinking of what she would do. There and then in Wuse too, we found a bacha where she was selling textile. But there is one other product that she added to textile, which she was doing big time in Kaduna. That was selling of honey. She processed honey by herself. I remember that we go to Kujama and all this southern Kaduna and buy worth of 300,000 worth of chaff, honey inside chaff, and which she would process. Because I need to refer to that that honey product, because I'll tell you about it later. Now, I told you that it was not so smooth. In fact, it came to a point that I had to be using my only car, a Primera car, I remember very well, for Kabu Kabu. That is, what do you call, an unregistered taxi. And I remember one particular episode. I went towards Sheraton Hotel, and I was looking for passenger. There and then I saw 2 ladies. They said I should pick them to somewhere. And one of them was so observant. He saw the sticker of ICANN on my car. He said, this person is even driving for one ICANN person. I just smiled. And well, at another one, I picked a lady, a really go lady who wanted to lure me into immorality. I got to her house, very big house. She said I should come down, that what is 300 naira, that I will make you inside Abuja. I said, make me? What do you want to make me for? He said, you just come in and we will talk and I will settle you. I said, I'm married with kids. So he said, notwithstanding, we can be playing a side chick kind of a thing. And I told her, I said, no, I don't do that. Guess what? Immediately I drove off. I didn't collect even the 300 naira. A friend that we wrote ICANN together said, Mr. Folabi, I heard what happened to you. please, can you pass through my office? That was Central Bank, and receive a small envelope. On that day, 5,000 was like 5 million to me. Not too long after I got the 5,000 naira envelope, I was just in my house that fateful day. My wife was in Wuse Market. All of a sudden, that was about the time that GSM came into Nigeria. So I had a small MTN. And a call came into my phone. I don't even know how the woman got my phone number. Because this woman was the wife of a military officer in Kaduna who was living opposite us. And the woman was like a war, because various men will come and pick her and so on. So if my wife were to be inside the house on that day, she would not allow me to pick her call. But she was the one that called and said, brother, you now say that you are looking for work. Oh, there is one big work I want to give you. Guess what? Said I should meet her at Federal Ministry of Education Secretariat. And when I got there, he said, brother, you are going to be one of the members that will go to either Yola or Kano as a presidential task force to check the records of one of the higher institutions there. I said, well, whatever it is. So I was asked to write an application and bring my credentials. I had not even gone too far when she said, I am bringing your letter of appointment to go and join them in Kano for 6 or 8 weeks of looking at the activities of the school. That was Advanced Teachers College, Kano, and do a report, and so on and so forth. I was to join some other ones. I told you that my wife was selling honey. There was no money to even travel to Kano, but she had 6 bottles of honey in the house. One white man just strayed near my house and said, Alan, they sell honey in this place? I said, yes, they sell honey. You want to buy? Say yes. How much? I said 500 naira per bottle that time. So, okay, give me the whole 6. That was how we got 3,000 naira. And I remember that I took 1,500 naira and left 1,500 naira in the house to go to Kano the next day. When I got to Kano, got to the school, they introduced me to the team members. The chairman was one old retired permanent secretary, one dean of faculty from the University of Maiduguri, one House of Rep member, and then there was the secretary who was a member of a deputy director in NUC, who was our secretary. I looked at all these people. In fact, I could not measure myself with any of them. But they were happy to receive me. And they said they should carry me to the hotel where I would be staying. Well, I prayed to God and I went and joined them. They said, no, you'll have rested for the day. I said, there's no need to rest. Let me tell you that God was just about to give me another testimony. 2 of my boys were to go to secondary school, to the university, and there was no money. The second and the third boy. So they were at home with mommy in Abuja. So when I went back to meet the team, they said, Mr. Folabi, we are very sorry. I say, for what? No. I first called on the bossa. I said, let me see because I will be dealing with the finance, the accounting. And he brought the manual, ledger, torn and tattered. And I was querying him that, how do you get your record straight from all this nonsense? Anyway, I just did 1 or 2 kind of interpolation, and they were happy when I showed them the paper. I said, this is the way forward. They said, this is what we have been waiting for. That's why we say we need an accountant. So they were apologizing to me that there's not too much money in the coffers and that they will just give me an advance for now, and then when money comes from Abuja, they will deduct and give me the balance. Guess what? Somebody that came with 1,500 Naira to Kano, and after I paid 1,200 Naira for transport, it remained only 300 Naira in my pocket, which I spent 100 Naira to take a motorcycle to the school. They wrote me a check of 300,000 Naira. I was shivering. They say, we have begged you that we are sorry that we couldn't pay you more than this. I say, it's all right. They say, we also want to advise, please don't keep money in the hotel. I say, why will I need to keep money in the hotel? You can take the driver to take you to the bank. When I got to the bank and called my wife and said, look, prepare the children. They are going to their university. He said, where will you get money? Well, I told her I got 300,000 Naira and that I was sending 200,000 to her immediately. That was how my two boys were able to start their university. One in Ilorin, the other one was in Osun, Ede. So, I want to tell you all the way that this God is so good. In fact, He did not allow me to suffer. When I want to begin to suffer, He will just bring in something to cushion the effect. Thank you for now. I will tell you the way forward in the next episode. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the word on my mind is the word adventure. It doesn't mean that because you become a Christian that you never have problems in your life. In fact, if you don't have problems, how will you know that God has ability to solve problems or that God will be faithful to you? So problems will come into your life. Just between 3 and 4 years into the work at Nigerian Education Bank, government decided to close down that bank. Once again, Mr. Falabi became unemployed. Out of nowhere, out of an unexpected quarter, somebody already submitted his name. A woman that ordinarily would not be of consequence to him, submitted his name at the Federal Ministry of Education to be part of a visitation panel to Advantageous College in Kano. See, how did a white man come to look for honey when Mr. Afolabi did not have 1 Naira in his pockets? How is it that from 300 Naira in his pocket, 24 hours did not pass, he had 300,000 Naira in his pocket? Jehovah is a fixer. Jesus is a fixer. He specializes in doing things that are impossible. I'm telling you, you had my testimonies. Jehovah takes nothings. And by the time He's finished with you, the world will envy you. The story of Mr. Falabi continues. But the challenge, this God that is doing wonders, do you know Him? Is He your Father? Can you claim any of the promises that He has made? The link between you and God is a surrender of your heart to Jesus. Bring Jesus into the equation of your life. Things you cannot handle, He will handle. What you cannot see, He sees. What you do not know, He knows. Give Jesus a try, and the story of your life will be different. Please do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Press the subscription button. Subscribe to this channel so that whatever we post, you are the first person to get it. And then send this video to your friends, forward them to your friends. Let them encourage somebody else. But God is in the business of doing miracles even now. Thank you for tuning in, and God bless you.